This is a how-to video that includes screen capture, edit, compression, and viewing your how-to videos. The applications we'll use for this video include OBS Studio for audio, video, and video capture, OpenShot for video editing, Handbrake for video compression, and VLC Player for viewing your final product. The steps we'll take: I'll first do a screen capture of video and audio. I'll do the edit, compression if needed. I'll show you when you would do that, and viewing your video. Here are some links to how-to videos if you have any questions about how to use these products. After this how-to video, then these are places you can go to get more information. We're going to start with downloading the applications that are needed for this particular how-to video. The first one is OBS, Open Broadcast Software, and here's the link you can go to, obsproject.com. You'll download that product. The next one is OpenShot Video Editor. This product can be obtained from openshot.org download. The next download is for the VLC player, and this is from the videoland.org website. And the final product you'll want to obtain is called Handbrake, obtained from handbrake.fr. Once you've installed these products, I will go through the tutorials here. So I will show you briefly what the OBS Studio interface looks like, having installed it. It's running currently, so it'll look a little wonky, but this basically is the OBS Studio interface. There'll be settings that you'll need to set to determine what video input source you have and what audio source you're using. And that's set up in the sources here, Display Capture 2. Right now it looks a little odd in the screen here, just because it's displaying itself. But I got recording started here, and this is what the interface will look like. I'll go ahead and drag this back. By the way, the best way to do how-to videos that I have found is to have two monitors. One that is actually the display that you want to record, the other one is your control surface. In this case, that's where the OBS Studio interface is running, is on that first monitor, and what you're seeing here is the second monitor. Once I stop recording, I will bring my content into the OpenShot interface, and I will do a brief demonstration of that. Okay, so I'm back in OpenShot. The first thing I'll do is import files, in this case, this video. I'll go and find it here. I'll go and open it. I'll bring that down to my timeline. And within this video, there'll be a place where I want to insert this. You can't hear the audio as we're going. Okay, so now we're looking at that editor again, and when I insert this video, it will basically replace, well, I'm just going to go ahead and splice this in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and splice. I'll keep both sides, and at this point I would drop the video that I'm currently creating into this space, and what you'll see in the final product is basically a seamless edit from beginning to end. The other thing you can do is several things you can do in OpenShot, but besides your normal edits, you can add transitions. If I wanted to add fade, for example, I could do fade in, fade out on my videos. If you wanted to edit the audio, you can do a display waveform. So if you have blank space or space where the audio isn't recorded, and you want to snip that out, you can do a show waveform, and that will basically identify the audio portion on the timeline. This product has been around for a while. It's gotten better and better, but you'll be able to do all of your basic video editing in OpenShot. I've found that it doesn't have any limitations that are important to me. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this particular bit, and I'll insert it into the video, and what you'll see again is the end-to-end video. But this, I just wanted to show you a few features of OpenShot, and the YouTube video link that I have provided it's actually done by the developer of OpenShot, and they're quite good. So I would definitely recommend going over there and watching the videos that you need to in order to get started. All right, so that's the OpenShot editor. I'm going to minimize that for the moment. Now, once you've completed the edit, sometimes the video file will be quite large, and so I use the Handbrake application, and let's say this particular file came out of the video editor at 447 meg. It's quite a large file. So if I bring that into Handbrake, it's going to allow me different formats. And let's say I want to downsize that into a small, medium-sized Gmail file, 480p, to compress it into a much smaller file. And the other thing I do here is I'll change this to MP4 rather than M4V, and I'll say start encode. Okay, and that's fine to overwrite. So basically this will run the encode process here, and it looks like it'll take, this one will take about 40 seconds. So we'll let that run in the background. All right, now why would I want to compress a file? Because wouldn't you think that you'd probably lose video quality? Well, in this case, the video quality is not that important, and I would like to send this file across to someone on email, and that's why I would compress this file. Now, if I go to my file manager and look at that resulting file, it just completed, and the resulting file here is GPT-4-1 MP4, and it now is 10 meg in size. Very little video quality is lost in that process, but now I can send that via Gmail, no problem. So that's one of the reasons why you'd want to compress a file. And finally, if I'm going to play files, some systems have difficulty playing different file formats. I have never found that VLC Player has any issue playing different file formats at all, but let's say I'll open file in here and I'll play the GPT-4. Let's, we'll go for the big file. All right, and so it'll start playing. Okay, now the video and audio, you can't hear it here, but the video and audio is just fine, and hopefully this will be useful information for you. Thanks for listening.